Introducing you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white with gold. He weighed in officially 104 1/4 pounds. In 16 professional bouts, his record outstanding with 14 victories, just 1 defeat, 1 draw with 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Presentando el retador de Managua, Nicaragua. Here is the challenger, Gerardo El Cascabel Zapata. And across the ring stands his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing blue and white. He weighed in officially 104 3/4 pounds. In 9 bouts as a professional, he is perfect in the ring. 9 victories, no defeats, 7 big wins coming by way of knockout, presenting the reigning, defending, undefeated WBO minimum weight champion of the world, el hijo invicto desde Villalba, Puerto Rico, Collazo, el pupilo, Oscar.
Oscar Collazo, whether you're in Villalba, Guayanilla, Ponce, Dorado, San Juan, the entire island is watching tonight as Collazo puts his belt on the line for the 3rd time. Gerardo Zapata from Nicaragua, now training in Southern California. He's looking for the upset. This is the biggest stage for him here on Hall of Fame weekend. We are underway, Golden Boy Fight Night. The WBO belt on the line. Collazo with the white and blue. Zapata in all white. Experience on the side of Collazo, even though he only has 9 professional fights, 7 KOs, but he's been on the bigger stages games. It's nothing for him.
Nice jab right there by Collazo. And what I like is that lateral movement, that side to side. You know, the way he's placing his feet. Not doing much right now with the hands, but he's putting himself in position by moving side to side.
9-0, 7 KOs, been a pro for 4 years, wanted to go to the Olympics, but his division didn't exist on the Olympic side, turned professional. Was born in Newark, New Jersey, grew up in Puerto Rico. Gold medalist at the Pan Am Games in 2019. Became a pro in his 7th, became a champ in his 7th professional fight. And yes, he was named after Oscar de la Hoya, Oscar el Pupilo. Mom is a de la Hoya fan. He's got Cotto on his side. This kid was destined to be a boxer.
See what you see, Zapata right now is not letting his hands go because that movement that Collazo's doing. See right there? Counter shot, quick shot by Collazo. See, Zapata's just trying to kind of read the rhythm of Collazo right now.
Making the pupil. He has that look. Wears glasses outside of the ring. Once he's in there, he's vicious, quick, moves around.
Nice, steady, powerful jab by Collazo.
Collazo stopped Reineris Gutierrez in January of this year in the 3rd round.
It's a nice jab right there by Zapata.
Zapata looks a little stiff, doesn't he?
Well, you know, it's the movement right now that Collazo's doing where, you know, it's the 1st round, you got to catch that rhythm. And Collazo's just setting them up with quick counters. As soon as Zapata throws, Collazo has an answer.
Uppercut by Collazo.
Right, as soon as Zapata threw, Collazo threw that 1-2 right away.
Excellent round for the champ. See the back of his trunks, say K.O. Yazo. He said, that's my new nickname, K.O. Yazo. I'm getting a KO tonight. Coming out aggressive in the opening round.
Beautiful 1st round by Collazo.
A spot where there's no recording allowed. It is old school. It's got that vintage look, vintage smell. You got to earn your way, and that's where Zapata's been training for the last 5 weeks after he came from Nicaragua. Collazo won his belt last May when he stopped the Filipino Melvin Jerusalem to win the WBL title. And he defended it against Garen Diaga, the Filipino, last August in Puerto Rico. Stopped him in the 6th round, and here they are. Collazo stepping it up.
Man, Collazo's accuracy is sharp because of his footwork, man. He places himself in the right position to fire his shots.
Okay, we've seen his last couple fights. He looks very, very sharp tonight. He's always been there, but tonight he looks extra fine.
But yeah, and for me, what's standing out is just that footwork, man. That placement. It's perfect.
We were saying in the opening, he loves to throw a lot of punches, loves to trade with you. It looks like he's boxing more tonight.
Nice roll right there with a quick counter. He's sharp tonight, man.
The experience that comes with being a professional for Collazo. Being a champ.
And right there, just that simple head movement, not allowing Zapata to land a shot. He's applying pressure, but he's coming in with head movement and counters.
Zapata hasn't landed anything of notice here in the fight so far.
Yeah, Collazo's taking it away from him. And that's frustrating, man, when you're trying to let your hands go and you can't hit the target.
On the belt, referee Benji Stavis has to bring it up a little bit. Zapata's corner was very excited about him. Huertas. So he's an old school throwback fighter, does whatever they want in the gym with him. He'll listen, effective. Oh, and that's why a big shot landed by Zapata. Collazo, the champ, is in trouble. He stays on his feet.
Wow.
And it's Zapata with the big shot. This is what the Huertas were excited about.
Zapata loaded up with that shot. It looked like it was going to go to the body, but he fired it up top, and he hurt Collazo bad.
Collazo nodded like, okay, you got me there. Zapata looking to damage Collazo. Collazo, 25 seconds to go in the round. It's all Zapata here in the second part of the round.
Man, Collazo's still wobbly, still hurt.
He did not go down. 10 seconds to go in the round. Excellent for Gerardo Zapata from Nicaragua. The body shots landed by the opponent. Oh, we got a good one breaking out. And Zapata just stares at Collazo.
And right here, you see Collazo trying to counter. Zapata loads up, lands clean on the chin of Collazo. And that shot looked like it was going to go to the body.
Yeah.
The way he wound it up, he was cocking it from underneath. It looked like it was going to go to the body. He came up top with it, and he hit Collazo bad.
Big shot. Oh, big
yeah.
right. Woof.
See the angle from that shot? It looks like it's going to be a body shot, and he comes up top with it.
Collazo's been down before in 2022. Vic Saludar in an eliminator bout. He dropped Saludar, and then Collazo was dropped later on in the fight. That was a heck of a fight where they went back and forth. WBO minimum weight title on the line. Excellent round for Gerardo Zapata.
You know, and that right there gives Zapata confidence, because he's like, I can hurt this guy. You know, he was missing a lot of shots and getting countered, but right now that gives him a different kind of swag right now, different kind of confidence.
Collazo coming back.
That's what
Zapata says no.
Yeah.
Power punches through two. It's big on the side of Collazo. And coming on strong is Zapata with 32% landed. So for Zapata, a loss because he was disqualified. In fact, they told him it was going to be a no contest. He woke up the next morning, said he was disqualified. And then he had a draw, which he said, there's no way I would have got that victory anywhere in the Dominican Republic. So those are his last two fights. Here he is now taking on the champ, Collazo, and acting like he's in charge.
Collazo's going back to what he was doing well. The foot movement, throwing combinations from different angles, and that's what you want to do. Zapata almost lands a big overhand left right there. Collazo looks like he got his wits back. Back to boxing.
Brandy Force in the corner of Collazo. They said he's feeling fine. They want him to catch him off guard and counterpunch for Collazo. Oh, heavy Puerto Rican crowd making all the noise at Turning Stone.
You know, and this is what you want from Collazo. You know, the last round he was hurt badly, but he's coming back. You know, getting control of the fight.
Probably took Zapata's best punch. Zapata only had 5 KOs. Not known for his power.
And Zapata switches from southpaw to orthodox.
Yeah, Zapata hasn't stopped anybody since 2018. He's looking like for bombs.
Yeah. You know, it worked for him, so he's definitely trying to milk that.
Good action. The WBO minimum weight title on the line.
Good comeback.
Collazo Zapata going back and forth. He went from being the prospect to being the B-side. He got his son back in there. So they know what it's like when you're the opponent and you've been the hot shot. See if that works for on the side of Zapata. Right now, Oscar Collazo in the white and blue. Looks like he's recovered nicely from that second round.
Yeah. He got that bounce in his feet, you know, moving around side to side, and his hands go well. You know, Zapata's in love with that power. You know, he's just trying to throw that one shot now, but he's not going to win the fight like that. He has to set up traps and let that jab go as well. Collazo's going to be aware for that big one shot that Zapata's trying to land.
And he took the big shot, did not go down. Knees were buckled, but did not go down. For Collazo, when you take somebody's best shot, what do you do moving forward here?
For Zapata?
For Collazo, he took his best shot.
Oh yeah, you know, he just go right back to what you're doing, and you can see his guard is high now. You know, he's not dropping the guard, his guard is high, so he's being cautious of that big shot.
Combination from the champion, Collazo. Swing and a miss from Zapata. More boxing in this fight than I expected from Collazo. I thought he was going to rough it up and throwing a bunch of punches and bunches, but not tonight. Different approach. Oh! Shot stagger Zapata. Body work from Collazo.
But you know, I think it's a matter of Collazo warming up into the fight and just picking it up as it goes.
We mentioned the open. We had to stop because he wasn't warm yet, so we had a quick warm up.
Exactly. Kind of got rushed into it.
Warm now. With less than a minute to go in the fourth round.
See right there when Zapata switches over to orthodox, he's looking for that big right hook, the one that hurt Collazo in the second round. So every now and then you'll see Zapata switch over to that orthodox stance. He wants to land that big right hook.
30 seconds to go in the fourth round. Good action between Collazo and Zapata. Look at the 5-pounders going at it. Boy, fight night.
Nice combination right there. Right hook, left uppercut by Collazo.
Solid round for the champion, Oscar Collazo. Beto Duran, Gabe Rosado, and Brandy Flores with you. Hall of Fame weekend. We're at Turning Stone Resort Casino, Golden Boy Fight Night. Good action between the champion, Oscar Collazo, 9-0, 7 KOs. The challenger from Nicaragua, Gerardo Zapata, in all white, 14-1-1. Maybe just the second round for Zapata?
Yeah. You know, Zapata, he's just trying to land that big shot again. Standing on a power stance, ready to fire.
That's the corner of Collazo, whose microphone is on. You can hear them. Right hand from Zapata. Collazo in the middle of the ring in the blue and white.
You know, Collazo's boxing a smart fight because Zapata, man, he can punch. So Collazo's doing what he needs to do, throwing combinations, moving side to side, using his angles.
And that's Zapata one punch at a time. Huh?
See how he switches over to orthodox and he whips that right hook? But the thing is, it looks like it's coming to the body and he throws it up top.
So why doesn't he just stay like that?
I think, you know, for Zapata being southpaw, he switches that look last minute and he's trying to sneak it in.
Yeah.
You know, he's trying to sneak that right hook in.
So if you're Collazo and you see orthodox, you know he's just throwing one punch.
You either want to back off and just jab, back off. You already know what's coming. Or you can anticipate it and counter.
Fight in the middle of the ring. Keep on working, they're saying in the corner of Collazo as their microphone is on.
Nice jab.
And Collazo just pushes Zapata into Benji Esteves Jr., our referee tonight.
Nice counter right there.
Moving around nicely as Collazo.
Ooh, nice shot. Hook.
This is Collazo landing his combinations, trying to separate himself from the challenger Zapata. Also wings that shot and he takes a deep breath. Body shot from Zapata as Collazo missed the big swing. Final seconds of the 5th round. Oscar Collazo, Gerardo Zapata in our main event.
Hook right, left hand by Collazo.
5 weeks on an air match is like, that's rough, but when you're chasing a dream, it doesn't matter. Good job, Brandy. We're in the 6th round. I mean, you've heard of fighters living in the gym or above a gym, like at Wildcard where Freddie has a little room for people, but in the Parks and Rec office, do what you got to do. Like he said, if he got bored, he'd just work out again.
Nice pressure right here by Collazo. Jabbing, pressing the action.
Oscar Collazo coming out, controlling this fight. There he is, his co-promoter, Hall of Famer Miguel Cotto, who got inducted in 2022. Cotto's not gonna have any kind of emotion, but you know that he's watching intently for a fighter that he's signed. Cotto Promotions. Uppercut from Collazo. Now Zapata has slowed down, Gabe.
Yeah.
He's not adaptive.
Because he's trying too hard to land one punch. He's not throwing combinations. He has to throw combinations. In the midst of those combinations, he might be able to land something in between when Collazo's trying to counter.
But now it's Zapata against the ropes. Collazo sensing something. Zapata trying to, what's he doing there, Gabe? Why is he on the ropes?
Zapata's just trying to set traps because the foot movement that Collazo's applying is giving him trouble to land. You know, Collazo's, he's in and out. So it's giving Zapata trouble to land that counter. So he wants to lay on the rope and then keep Collazo still, and maybe it gives him an opportunity to land.
So that's why Collazo's not attacking when he's on the rope?
Exactly.
He sees something on.
Collazo's not falling for the bait. See right here, he just wants him to stand there and give him a target to fire.
Another shot from Zapata. It's Collazo controlling the round. The champ controlling this fight in his third title defense. Besides that second round where Zapata landed big shots and Collazo was wobbly, it's been all the champ tonight, Gabe.
Yeah, and the corner of Collazo is asking for body shots now.
Yeah, Joe Boto, his trainer, the microphone is on so you can hear him. He understands the Spanish. Get in, get out fast, he's just said. Yeah, the work rate has slowed down for Zapata.
You know, it's that footwork from Collazo, man. It just, Zapata can't let his hands go. He can't catch that timing because Collazo continues in and out, side to side with that footwork.
Collazo won a title in his 7th pro fight. Defending for the 3rd time in his 10th Hall of Fame weekend. A little low. They just jumps in. Well, Collazo just kept on going.
Nice double jab.
The work rate for Collazo, Gabe, he looks like he's fine. Like it's not affecting him at all. Great shape.
Yeah, you know, Collazo has to find openings or create openings because Zapata's not really throwing much for him to fire in between these shots. So a lot of these shots that Collazo's landing is shots that he's creating.
Our main event, 4 fights tonight have all ended early by stoppages. Yair Gallardo, KO. David Stevens, KO. Mike Williams, KO. Eric Tudor, a KO. Here in the main event, are we going to go the distance with the minimum weight title on the line? Zapata, even the jab he's on is getting lazy and slow.
Yeah, he's starting to fade. This pressure that Collazo is applying is breaking Zapata down. You don't see the same steam in the shots.
Zapata against the ropes, covers up high. Collazo doesn't fall for the bait, as you said, Gabe. Is this what Collazo wants to be in the middle of the ring?
Yeah, you know, you don't want to stand still with this guy because that's the only opportunity he has is to land that one big shot. So you want to keep doing what Collazo's doing with that footwork and those combinations.
10 seconds to go in the round.
And as you can see, Collazo's not pressing the action when he puts his back on the rope. When Zapata lays on the rope, he knows he's setting a trap. Collazo starting off with that jab, pumping it out. 4 jabs in a row. Nice, stiff, strong jabs. Zapata landed a nice, quick, short right hook.
It's one at a time, isn't it?
Yeah. And you know, this is probably what's going to suit Zapata best, is to apply this pressure. You know, Calderon is better. Collazo's better pressing the action.
And you'll see the power punches through 7. Collazo landed 40% of them.
See, when Collazo pressures the action with that side-to-side movement and that footwork, it suits him. But when Zapata's applying pressure, you know, he can change the look.
We're in the 8th round. Can Collazo stop him, Gabe?
He can. I think if he starts going to the body and just soften him up a bit, it'll open it up for up top.
Uppercut for Collazo, because at times you'll see Zapata breathing heavy.
Yeah, you know, this is exhausting when you got a guy that's pressuring you like this with his footwork. And you can see right there, Zapata switched over to that orthodox. He tried to wind up on that hook, but there's no steam on it right now, so he's slowing down.
Against the rope of Zapata. He's been trying to set those traps. This time Collazo gets in and out.
In and out, yep. Combinations in and out. Smart. Smart boxing.
Attacking is Collazo. And the pro Puerto Rico crowd's gonna make noise for anything he lands. Collazo's learned as he's become a pro. You're not gonna knock anybody out early on in this division. You gotta break him down. And it's the body work that looks like it's been effective for him recently.
Nice combination right there.
Gets in there. Intelligent fighter, isn't he?
Yeah, you know, when he's throwing combinations, he's either peeling out to the sides, not straight back. He's not giving Zapata an opportunity to land a big counter shot. These are great combinations right here, pressing the action.
And he closes the round strong. It's Oscar Collazo. So Mando Huerta telling his fighter, the opponent, Gerardo Zapata, you need the knockout. You're telling a fighter that. You're setting your fighter up to take some chances, aren't you?
Well, you know, he's losing the fight.
Okay.
So the only chance he got is a knockout. But you know, there's ways to set up the knockout, and the thing is that at this pace, you know, it's just making it more difficult for Zapata. Zapata just has to let his hands go and apply pressure.
And Collazo's getting stronger as the fight progresses, as we're here in the 9th round.
This is Collazo's game, applying this pressure right here, in and out, side to side, in combinations. Nice body shot right there by Collazo.
Now you hear the corner of Zapata. That's Mando Huerta. His microphone is hot, and you can hear him telling his fighter, you're giving him too many chances. Zapata in white. He's starting to fade, Gabe.
Yeah, Collazo's in phenomenal shape, man. He's still keeping that same pace, that same rhythm. And he's still got pop in his shot, so he has an opportunity to get this knockout.
And here comes the Collazo crowd making noise inside turning zone.
Collazo slipping and dipping right there, not firing, but he's gonna fire some stops.
Combinations and gets out.
Collazo lets his hands go, man, but he doesn't waste his punches. His accuracy's on point.
Walking him down, Collazo. And Zapata on the ropes.
But what's difficult is since Zapata's not firing back, there's really no opening for Collazo to land that big shot. Zapata's just trying to land that one shot.
I don't think he had that one shot in him. Guess he hasn't had a knockout since 2018.
The worst thing that could have happened to him was hurting Collazo in the second round, because in his mind, he's like, all I gotta do is land that one shot.
Thinking he has it?
Yep.
Yeah, you see Collazo not falling for it, Gabe. Very intelligent Puerto Rican fighter. Final seconds of the 9th round. We're headed to the championship rounds in the WBO minimum weight bout.
And for Zapata, if you want to win this fight, you gotta fight. You gotta fight. He's just trying to land one shot. You gotta fight. You gotta press the action.
You need to let him go, because we're way behind.
Right here, Zapata's just trying to land those one big shots, and Collazo's too quick, too sharp for that. Throwing great combinations.
Mando Huerta is out of the instructions. He's basically saying, you got to let him hang.
You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. You're just trying to land one shot. You're kind of on survival mode in a championship fight. It's an opportunity of a lifetime, man. You gotta let your hands go.
And we're in the championship rounds, warning them, if you stay against the rope, they're gonna stop it. This is a Collazo, an opportunity. He's breaking him down. Can Collazo get the stoppage against Zapata? Collazo looks fresh right now. I think Zapata's out of gas. It doesn't look like he really wants to engage or trade or.
You know, and like I said, man, this is like you gotta let your hands go. The only opportunity you have is to apply pressure.
And he's never been here before. He's only went past the 8th round once in his career.
And Collazo, he sees blood. He's going for the kill.
The way Collazo's moving at the hip. Now he's stalking his Collazo.
Yep, he's on stalk mode now.
He sees something. Well, extra bounce in the step of the champion Collazo.
Collazo could sense that Zapata's just out of it, mentally.
He's broken him down.
Yeah, the pressure's breaking him down. The movement, the counters.
And Zapata came down for this fight. He normally fights at 108. He had no trouble making the weight, but he said, I fought at 105 because there's a chance for a title. Normally at 108, that's where I'm at. He had no trouble making weight, keeping it under, actually. But a big opportunity for him, and it's been all Oscar Collazo controlling.
You know, Collazo's doing what he got to do, but, you know, Zapata's just on survival mode.
And this is where a champion needs to separate himself. This is where you need to put on the show and close the show. Especially if you want the fights in Japan, or if you want to take on CP, or the rematch against Melvin Jerusalem. Collazo slipping a punch. Following Zapata around is against the ropes. Crowd sensing something. Collazo
counter right there.
Very nice from Collazo. 10 seconds to go in the 10th round. It's all Oscar El Pupilo Collazo, Villalba, Puerto Rico, being represented very well tonight. Mando Huerta. Different corners, huh? Great advice from Cotto, Jose Cotto in the corner of Collazo. Still saying be careful. And then Mando Huerta's like, look, we got nothing left, bro. You better knock him out. That's the tail of the fight right now. In the 11th round. Oscar Collazo, the main event on Golden Boy Fight Night, Hall of Fame weekend.
We see how Collazo starts the round with that strong jab, which sets up that big left hand that he just landed.
Zapata ranked 11th by the WBO. It's his opportunity tonight. He's been all the champion Collazo, except for that second round.
Collazo's doing great things, man, but you know, it's hard to get the knockout when your opponent's not firing back and it's kind of on survival mode.
And just covering up.
Yeah, the hardest thing to do is to knock out a guy that's on survival mode and knows how to survive.
Knows how to give you those angles so you don't hit flush. I think Zapata's been on survival mode the last couple rounds. That's what Collazo's got to do, that uppercut flush.
As soon as he finishes that shot, man, he gets right out. It's good.
Zapata in the corner. Covering up on the ropes. What can Collazo do? A barrage of punches would be good for Collazo. corner of Zapata's zone, you gotta go for a knockdown. He ain't doing that. It's Collazo moving around nicely for the champion.
And there's that angle that the trainer asked him for.
He got it.
He's been doing that all day. Beautiful boxing.
.45 seconds to go on the 11th. Collazo moving around, trying to load up on his shots. Man, Zapata's tough.
It's got to be frustrating for Zapata's corner, man. They're just begging him to let his hands go.
Is that? An excellent fight for Oscar Collazo. Controlling. Oh. If you win, it's how you win. Got to close the show. As it looks, we're going to be headed to one more round. And we hit the 12th.
You know, Collazo's boxing a great fight, but you know, it's all about the dance partner.
All right, they told them don't play with your future. Be careful, but do you go for it? Because Zapata's going to be dangerous. You've been waiting for the final round. Collazo's up easy on the cards. At least it should be. Golden Boy Fight Night's all about the show you put on.
And right now, as you see Zapata applying pressure, but you know, I felt that that's something he should have done way back, a few rounds ago.
You and Mando Huerta told him the same thing.
Yeah, you got to change the pace of the fight.
303 more punches landed by Oscar Collazo through 11. Great job. Beautiful total punch stats. Landing 30% of them.
Collazo's, man, he's in phenomenal shape, still moving around. Looks like he looked in the first round. You know, Zapata's not throwing no punches. Huh? You know, this is a world title fight. Do you want to win? How bad do you want it?
Looks like he's just trying to survive now.
Look, trying to land a big right hook.
Collazo saw that. Cover the hand. Up high.
You know, Collazo, he knows that he has the fight in the bag, so he's playing it smart right now. Just keeping his distance, not allowing Zapata to land that one big shot.
Hall of Fame weekend. Ivan Calderon going into the Hall of Fame. A mentor to Oscar Collazo. Collazo looks like he's on his way to his third successful title defense. And now it's going to be who is next for Collazo. Which one of the other champs is going to be lined up? And if you're one of the other champs, you're looking at Collazo, like, okay, bring it to me. Let's go.
You know, Collazo is a difficult style. You know, that foot movement, that head movement. He's an accurate puncher. It's not easy. And you know, Zapata, that's the main reason why Zapata's not throwing any shots. But you got to take a chance when it's a world title fight.
Yeah, absolutely. What? The first time for Zapata in a world title. Bright lights of the zone. There's a golden boy. And there's Oscar Collazo. Told you he's gonna throw a lot of punches, and he did. Landed a lot too. As the fight winds down. Crowd here, turning stone, making noise on Hall of Fame weekend. Golden Boy Fight Night, our main event, goes the distance between Oscar Collazo and Gerardo Zapata, respective the two fighters from Puerto Rico and Nicaragua.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards, and here are the totals. Both Glenn Feldman and Don Trella score it 119-109. Don Ackerman has it 117-110. Your winner by unanimous decision. And still the WBO minimum weight champion of the world, El Pupilo, Oscar